2, 3, 4.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Liftoff and the clock is started.
Hello, hey everybody, it's me, Brian. Welcome to Bunker Brothers. If you're joining us for the first time, this is a story of me and my half-brother, Jack. We inherited a bunker from our late father, Julius, and we're just trying to figure it out. Last week, you might notice I'm feeling a bit better, a little bit more pep in my step. I thought I might have a little bout of the corona. Turns out it was just plain normal diphtheria, the kind you might get from rat bites in your own home. So yeah, I'm feeling better. And what's that? I think I hear something coming in. Jackie?
Hey.
Hey,
Brian. Hi.
There you are. Look at me. I'm a
up?
healthy boy.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, our cousin Green Gobbins, he got me some. He said he wasn't supposed to, but he got some ventilators from the hospital, and I'm feeling a lot better now. He put me on like bed rest and stuff.
You look better.
Yeah.
You look better.
You look like shit. I don't mean to be rude.
I feel like shit. If I'm being honest, I feel like shit.
What's going on in that messy head of yours? You look all disheveled and not shaved very well. It's very odd.
Normally, I don't care. Look,
Wow.
Carol's college professor is staying with us, and he's a lot to deal with, and he's just.
What do you mean a lot? Wait, why is the professor staying with you? That's weird.
I don't know. It was Carol's favorite professor from college.
Oh.
They stayed in touch, and
Gotcha.
he needed a place to stay. He's just exhausting. He's an exhausting person, and I came here to get alone. And he's followed me. Like I tried to
coming?
sprint the last. He's coming right now, so we need to just clean up what. I
Wait,
don't
he's
care.
coming
It doesn't-
here?
I mean,
What is this guy like? Is this our guest? What are you doing? Oh my God, Jack.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he has to be our. He's our what?
You have to warn me if people are coming. What is this guy? Why does he want to come here? You said you're trying to escape him and he followed
he's
you?
interested in. He came to Norton because. I know, to study Norton. He's interested in. I don't know. Okay.
All right. Well, it looks like we have to go get set up. Thanks a lot, Jack. Appreciate it for all the notice.
Yeah, you care. Yeah. Suddenly you care about cleaning.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll be right back. All right, so we are back with our guest, Professor. Let's see here. You said your name was Professor Phil Ruckers, I believe. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Phil, you don't need to.
You don't have to put your entire mouth around the microphone like that.
Please don't.
No,
Yeah.
You're deep throating it, and it's not appropriate or fun to look at.
Is this
can
better,
take it.
You're an
gentlemen?
educated man. Is this your
a
first
better
time
version
using a
of this?
microphone?
That's a better distance. Yeah.
That's a better distance. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's much better.
Good.
So welcome. We did not know that you would be here.
Jack
you
and Brian,
taught.
blessings be. Thank you for having me into your solarium.
Of course. Well, you're glad you're here, I guess.
I've never seen such a clean bunker. Who cleaned it this well?
Wow.
What do you mean?
I did it. I did it all. It was all me, and I appreciate that because Jack
I'm
is
gonna
often on my
remember
case.
That's you. That's some alpha behavior right there.
This is clean?
I'm appreciative.
Alpha behavior. Did you hear that, Jack?
How's this
I'm an
clean?
alpha.
You have
What-
to
how many-
take value in your possessions.
Oh, okay. So
I do. It sparks joy to me when I move a box of nails from one place to another. It makes me feel
Marie
like
Konto. Yes, I'm familiar with her work.
yes, exactly. It's like I spark joy, and then when Jack comes in, I do not spark joy. I
the
feel
box
like
of
he's-
nails, the box of nails that you constantly move back and forth brings you joy.
Yes. I mean, there are days when I say I move it that I don't because I just want Jack to get off my case because he does not spark joy. If there's a way to spark shit, that's what he sparks in me.
Again,
it's like,
very alpha behavior to do what we in the field refer to as a pathological narrative. which is to tell somebody one thing and then rewrite it later.
You mean lying?
Exactly.
That sounds like lying.
No, that's not lying.
Pathological
it's what
narrative.
Okay.
path narrative.
That just sounds
That's
like
what
a
it is.
fancy
It's
word
from
for lions.
psychology. I'm sorry. We'll explain it later. I've got time.
Jack will explain it to you later.
Okay.
It's something that only me and the professor understand.
I like the
I'm sure
connection
Carol
that
would
we're
get it.
forming right now. This is a fun,
I
good thing,
love it.
I think.
I do. It feels good. It feels
Do you
real.
have
Why
a
didn't you
sister?
say me? Well,
Yeah.
we have. Oh man, that's a can of worms right there. That's like.
Oh, boy.
Our dad was something of. I mean, I'm sure Carol might have mentioned stuff about.
Oh, she did.
her
Many,
father-in-law,
many, many
late
times.
father-in-law, but
Many times?
he got around. He got around, and so we might have sisters out there. I know of at least one sister, but she's very. She's a lot like our dad in terms of like being a recluse. So she really doesn't like her name being brought up, and she doesn't like being even mentioned like this in passing because she feels like the government will find her.
And they
But
will.
yeah, we do. We probably have plenty of sisters,
We probably have a
right,
bunch.
Jack?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow, that's
Yeah.
good to know. Thank you. Thank you.
It's good to know.
okay. Anyway, well, we're glad you're here. You know, I don't want to like blow up the elephant in the room, but it seems like Jack was acting like there was a little tension between you guys before you got here. Like he was coming to the bunker to escape you, but to me, you seem like a perfectly lovely human being.
This
aside from
doesn't
deep
surprise
throating.
me. Between two males in the same space, there's always just excessive tension, and that's why I try to avoid it whenever possible. But sometimes, you know, you make an exception for the right person.
Oh wow.
Well, yeah. I mean, I said I was coming to the bunker because I was sick of hearing you talk. And
That's
then
true.
you sort of just followed
Well, you know,
me.
there's a
You sort of
different
just followed
sort
me
of
here.
sound quality within a good bunker, and I was hopeful that maybe you would find it more peaceful down here. And I've got to say,
Yes.
like, bunkers are just the appropriate place for all forms of communication. I find it very comforting to have walls without windows. Walls without windows. Walls without
Yes.
windows are a great way to make sure that
Yes.
no one is invading your space, like the government or the police. And I find that those elements can be distracting to a
Exactly.
conversation.
police?
You don't want a bunch of looky-loos like our neighbor, what's his face, peeking in here trying to get boats and shit. It's something that everyone has
What's
to deal
your neighbor's name?
with. Oh my god. He said his name was
Vincenzo Muchacho?
No,
Oh,
that
wait,
was that's the guy he said won the thing in the poker game from him. I'm losing it. Bruce. That was it.
Bruce.
Bruce.
That guy was weird.
See,
Yeah.
this was an excellent example of why I came to Norton. You see, there are so many societal norms that you can't find elsewhere, specifically not knowing who anyone is. And I find that sort of anonymity helpful in my work.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Do you go to bunkers often? I'm little.
I'm
how
a
many
little
bunkers
curious,
have you?
too.
How is this the
I'm
cleanest
a bit of
bunker
a
you've
bunker
seen?
aficionado, and that's why I'm appreciating how much is clean
Wow.
down here. Like, you've seen some really junk bunkers in my day, I assure you.
I'm sure. I mean, this is the only bunker I've been in, but I assume it's the best one, just based on our dad being so cool. But
We have a room full of floating
Don't tell him
refuge
about the shit
and
room, okay?
We have a room full of shit, Professor.
it's not just shit.
I think any good bunker has to have a shit room. Like, you do need a place to put it rather than go to
It's
the
not
surface.
ours. It's everybody in Norton's. It doesn't belong to
Okay,
us. It was
we,
never
we
ours.
busted a sewer line and the room flooded. We sealed off the room, so it's fine now. And you
Well,
know
see,
what?
you're helping your community. You're giving back, and you need to let
Mm.
people know that they owe you for that.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe we should put up like a donation box by the door and just say, "Give us things," because then
When people give you money, I find that to be a positive experience.
yes, a lot of people don't talk about that. A lot of people don't mention that, but it's true. It's a good thing to receive. They always say giving is good, but I like receiving.
It's just
And just in general. So you knew Carol back in the day. What was she like? Was she always sort of uptight? Because she's been kind of like a little.
okay. She's not uptight.
She is uptight.
I've
She's
known
not.
Carol very, very well for very long periods of time, and I assure you nothing about her is tight.
I'm sorry. What?
Wait,
How
what?
long?
Nothing about her is uptight. Just like I was saying,
uptight,
she's
right.
Uptight. Okay.
Yes. Her tightness is elastic.
Could we just not talk
What is
about
that?
Carol's tightness
Emotionally.
for a moment?
I mean, I asked the question. If we're going to discuss your wife's tightness, we should get into
It's
it.
just a weird thing to say about my wife.
No,
is
we're
all.
talking about her as a person. Like, is she flexible? Is she elastic? Is she,
Yeah,
is
she
she
are all
can
too
bend her
tight?
backwards for just about anyone, I'd say.
Wow. So
See,
she's
these are
really
all, like,
changed
Very
here.
caring, huge heart.
Okay, so like sometimes I
That's
just
true.
it's the middle of the night. I open their front door and I go in. I'm hungry because there's not a lot of food in the bunker. Thanks Jack for not ever bringing any. And thanks people of Norton for not dropping off any after I'm harboring all your shit down here. But
You don't have a box yet. That's a hypothetical. Why would they bring you
don't have a
food?
box. You can leave food in the yard. It's called raccoons. They do it every day. So anyway, before Jack was constantly interrupting me, what I'm trying to say is that it seems like Carol has changed, because like when I go into their house now late at night, she's just all really uptight. What are you doing here? Get out of our fridge. You're stepping on our daughter's toys. That's, you can't.
I've
you
been
can't
meaning
eat
to
flowers.
say you can't. You have to. I know I invited you to come over whenever you want.
Yes.
But you got to at least call or text me or
That
something, man,
wasn't
because
the
it's
agreement.
becoming.
We had a verbal agreement.
Jack, you know, I'm noticing that you have some emotional pain, and I'm also noticing that you have a fantastically sloped forehead. I have a set of calipers here, and I know that my science might not be the sort of thing that you're into right now.
Sloped.
I could measure it, but also I'm worried you're not in the right headspace to receive information about your skull. So, you know, I'll hold off, but maybe we'll
Yeah, I
circle
don't want
back
my head
that
to be
later.
measured. That doesn't sound like actual.
You know
I
what?
want my
Perhaps
head
tonight
to be
when you're
measured.
asleep,
Maybe
I'll
it'll
take
sound
care of
smart.
Don't measure my
measuring
head when
of
I'm
your
asleep.
head.
Just-
You know, it's helpful. Maybe your shape will be different when your eyebrows are not so raised.
oh my.
His eyebrows are raised a lot.
Because I'm a
I've
little mad
noticed
right
that.
now. Why would you? First of all, I feel. Are you describing phrenology? Because I don't think that's a real thing. I thought that was like
I
debunked.
don't think that's a real. I know more than the
This
professor.
is more of something I
I've got
refer
a stick
to
up my
as
butt.
friendology, which is a mixture of that, but also a deep love and understanding.
By measuring heads.
I'll let you measure my head because it's
Yeah,
it's a
measure
pretty big
Brian's head.
size.
I'd like to see that actually. Why don't you
Brian
measure
has
Brian's
an
Doctor
head?
alpha
says it's full
skull.
of
I
liquid.
really appreciate just everything that it is doing. That geometry shows that he is somebody that knows how to lead, and I appreciate that.
Oh, okay.
It's the brain of a leader. That's why it's so big. Hey,
And
I noticed you
smooth,
got some
probably
like
smooth and very wet.
what? Oh, my brain.
Yes.
Or the,
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant my
Smooth,
forehead.
Your
I
head
get-
is a
I-
little
I do
wet
sweat a
brain.
lot.
Probably.
Well,
I don't
I
have the
drip a
tools
lot.
right
We've
now to
established
examine
that.
that.
I'm wet all over. It makes sense that I'm wet inside too.
Got a wet brain. Great. We learned a lot today,
noticed-
Professor.
Hey, what's that? What's that thing you got in there? Is that a drink or something? What are you harboring?
It's got a
there?
thermos. Why do you have a thermos?
Well,
Yeah, what is that?
It's my very
bring
special
a soup?
yerba mate tea, something that I make myself, and I thought that maybe you would enjoy if I shared with you, but also didn't drink myself.
Oh, please.
That's
Oh, all right. That's nice.
I prefer a
I mean
nice
that's good for
rotation of
germs.
various teas made from things that I make myself and then don't drink myself, but also assorted Kool-Aids. You know, in my later years, I found that Kool-Aids can be very soothing and sexual.
Kool-Aids and
Oh my God, yes. You know, I often talk about, and I'm sure you find this to be true of men of my head size, but I have something of a fascination with busty women. It's something that I consider to be a unique facet of my being. And I've often thought it has to do with how much Kool-Aid I drank as a kid, because there was something about whenever the big Kool-Aid man would burst through the wall and say, "Oh yeah," I would even as a child, I would find myself just a little bit hard.
Because it is akin
And
to the vaginal
I-
walls. Yes, of course. Everyone goes through that experience, I think.
Right.
everyone goes
so
through
like
having
the
a boner
wall-
for the Kool-Aid man?
For what he
Don't-
represents and
don't
how you
make it
see
sound-
yourself within his ability to conquer all in his path.
I don't.
He
Again,
kind of reminds me of
sexually.
me too. He's big and he's sweaty and he's full of red goo. And like he when he bursts through that wall, I get it. It's like, don't girls have that thing where it's like you have sex with them if they're a virgin? And don't do this at home. But if they have like a
Brian,
wall
you are
and you
very
break it,
astute. I appreciate all of your
Thank
insights.
you. Because I remember this because I learned about it from Ace Ventura 2, because there's that famous scene at the end where he's like, they can tell because he had sex with a virgin. And that's when I learned about sex. I don't know how we got on this topic, but I will have some of this tea.
Yeah, why don't you drink some of that
Good.
tea?
It looks... Sure, yeah. You have some too, Jack. Be respectful.
I'm not going to drink your tea. I'm sorry, Professor. I've been drinking your Kool-Aid all... That's all, like, you threw away our other drinks in our house, and you just made a bunch of Kool-Aid. It's just very...
That's pretty good. It's kind of like a broth, almost. It's salty.
Kool-Aid is a soup,
It's
I
like,
find. I have
not.
challenged people to change my mind on this, but yes, Kool-Aid is a soup.
Okay. I'll try some, I guess. It'll make you...
Yeah, just have a little bit, Jackie. It's actually pretty good.
It's really thick. It's...
Yeah, it's like a milkshake of...
It's
of
probably
meat
the creamiest
and
of
bones.
teas.
It's really...
Yeah, it's cream. There's something in there I can't quite place. It's either a potato or rice ball, but it's more of a hearty meal.
It does. It's like
Oh, it's doing something to my stomach right now.
Campbell's
It
Chunky.
feels like there's a Mexican jumping bean. It feels... Okay, it's settling. It's settling. I feel like there's something... I think maybe like an M&M fell in there and it just was not... Whew. So, yeah, so you're like a connoisseur of bunkers, huh? So you like just heard about this bunker and you're like, oh, I gotta see that because I love bunkers. That's really cool. And this is ours. Do you think ours is like the coolest?
Carol told him about the bunker because that she's in there. You guys email, I guess, all the time still? Is that what's going... That's what you said?
I mean, that's one form of communication, yes. I'd say we also call and write physical letters and occasionally TikTok. I'm a big fan of her OnlyFans account.
I didn't even know she had a TikTok.
Carol has an OnlyFans? Oh my
What is
god.
OnlyFans?
Oh,
I don't know what that
nothing.
means.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
She has a fan TikTok?
Yes, that's what it is.
I
People
mean,
are big fans of Carol. I think we all are.
I need to talk to Carol about that because, like, seriously, I've been having some difficulties with my favorite porn star, Anna Lord, on...
Wait, porn star?
Well, they're not all porn stars. I mean, he also said TikTok. They could just be exchanging dance videos to say so, which is something I also do with Anna Lord.
We are not.
TikTok is like Snapchat? I don't know what TikTok is.
Yes, but for very young women, that is
Well,
mostly what populates
exactly.
that
It's
world. So it's nice that Carol still thinks she can fit
That's
in.
not. Yeah, that's body positive, and like TikTok is just like Snapchat if Snapchat was owned by the Chinese and they could watch you. I learned a lot about it. Vinny's been emailing me about it.
Chinese.
Yeah, he.
Just didn't know she had that. That's weird.
No, it's normal. A lot of women. It's very modern, actually. It's actually a little surprising because I always think of Carol as like an uptight Nancy Reagan type, but it makes sense to me if she's like
Not tight at all.
okay, not tight at all. I need to change my perception
that's
of her.
just... That's another time you said tight of referring to my wife, and it's starting to make me really uncomfortable.
If you would like to change your perception of her, maybe see her from a different angle, I can highly recommend her OnlyFans page.
I would.
I'm not going to subscribe to my wife's OnlyFans page. I don't even know what that is.
I think you maybe should. It feels weird that she's kept it from you. To be honest, a little weird.
I'll just ask her to join.
You're a husband. There's nothing there that you haven't already seen, and for that matter, most of us. So I think you're okay without knowing what this is.
I think I need to know. Is she nude on there? Is she sending nude photos to people? What's going on?
She's new on there. She's doing new things all of the time, and yes, she's very new.
Nude with a D.
Oh, jeez. Look, guys, this isn't important. All right, we're talking about the bunker right now. Let's not worry about Carol's, secret sexual inhibitions or exhibitions.
See now.
Let's focus on let's change the topic to what the professor's work is. Maybe that'll help you keep your mind off this. So you study bunkers and like And
Well, I don't study bunkers professionally, but there are so many in this area, and I find it so fascinating. It's such a high concentration of bunkers, and their uses seem to be somewhat singular outside of a doomsday event. Yeah, for those that don't know, I don't know, I've never done a podcast before. I assume you've introduced me.
You do TikTok, but you don't do a pod. You've never done a podcast. You know what TikTok is, but
I don't work around microphones, and I try not to leave physical evidence, historical things that people could look up later. I'm sure that you understand. You live in a bunker.
that's the
you
opposite
don't-
of what a okay.
Jack, could you just
Go
let
ahead,
him
I'm
finish?
sorry.
So I am Professor Phil Ruckers, and at Norton U, which we all know is a mostly online organization, I have been doing groundbreaking work in the burgeoning field of gender and polyamory studies. And right now, I am looking to start a brand new, long-term experiment that requires the use of a bunker. Now, I do have funding from Norton U, who has seen a surge in requests for studentship since the stay-at-home orders went into place.
Right.
And now I am looking for a bunker to call my very own and to share with some very interested test subjects. And I do have a lot of funding for that, and that's one of the reasons that Carol thought I might be able to take this bunker off of your hands and allow the
what?
two of you
You're
to
gonna
stop coming
buy the
down
bunker?
here.
That
I don't
sounds.
think.
Yes.
I mean, I'd
How
be
much?
okay. No. For
I'm willing to make you an offer that you can refuse, but shouldn't, and I can't insist enough that you
I
don't.
mean, if you're gonna buy
slow
the
down. Slow. Okay, so
Slow down
first,
what,
my
Brian? He's
mind
trying
is
to buy- he's trying to
buzzing
get rid
right
of-
now. He said
What?
there's a ton of bunkers in the area. First of all, I did not know that. Are there competing bunkers? Should we have our own flag? Should
Brian.
we be fighting these bunkers?
Well, I'd say that you are in a bit of a bidding war, and this is a buyer's
Oh my
market.
God.
So
That's fine.
I'd think it over.
Brian, this is the answer to all our problems.
Does
Do we have to
our-
clean it out? Do we have to? I'm sorry, Phil. Do we have to clean the bunker
Does
out? Or will
our
you clean it
bunker
out too?
connect to the other bunkers? Is this Dad's secret tunnels for running something? I feel like you just blew my mind. I want to talk to another bunker owner and figure this out.
I have a lot of students that will be coming in, and they will be handling all the manual
great.
labor. So
We
you
don't
don't
have to
need
do
to
anything.
worry
Okay,
about cleaning this out.
this is okay. Yeah,
wait,
let's talk
hold
deets.
up,
Let's call
hold
Phil.
up. I remember something in one of Hazel's articles in the Norton paper was about Norton U, which is an organization that we thought was part of Norton, but like you said, it's an online college, right? Doesn't it operate out of the Cayman Islands? She did a whole expose on that. That's why you had to come to town.
It really lives in the cloud, which is an elevated state of being. So being tied to any sort of physical location is just an anchor on the possibilities of education.
I don't know
Brian,
if you
you-
freaked out by if this what do you call it? This yerba mate wasn't so fucking good.
Brian, you're not listening to him. He's
Jack,
going
have
to.
a little bit more, calm down, drink some of this. It makes me feel a little bit better about what he's talking about. Maybe I'll think about it.
It's so chunky.
Yeah, it's chunky, but it's funky, you know? I'm down with it. That's sort of like what I'm looking for in a woman, by the way. I'm still single, chunky but funky. Hit me up here at brothers_bunker on Twitter.
I get it.
Okay,
yes.
so let's call our lawyer and we'll get the paperwork
No,
started.
we're not calling... That's funny. You guys are both
We're
named
not calling
Phil.
lawyers. Lawyers are not involved in this. I have to really, really hammer that point home.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, as long as you're paying
there-
us,
I don't sign physical paper.
Well, that's-
or digital
I'm
paper.
gonna be
So this
100%.
will sort of be what you'd call under the bunker in the handoff.
that's.
of
I mean,
money.
I don't care as long as you're paying us. I really don't care because this
Gotta
has been
say,
a burden
Jack,
and
Dad left us this, and I feel like there's still secrets in here. Like he left us this for a reason. And it's not just family. There's something in here he wants us to see. I'd be
cares,
comfortable.
Brian. Dad was. There's no mystery. Dad was a piece of shit. That's the mystery solved. That's the mystery.
Don't say that. Don't say that about the dead. I mean,
Any man that died trying to have sex while skydiving is a hero who was right about everything he did in his life.
and that woman who seduced him into skydiving sex with her, it's good that she was fired. I agree. And I'm just saying,
It doesn't
like,
really make you a good person.
I'm
It
not-
makes you a kind of like a deviant, like a
It
sexual.
does make you a good
deviant.
person. Okay.
He died the
what if
way he
we-
lived.
what
He
if
was
we
a
just
sexual
rented
deviant.
it
What?
to him? What if it was a rental situation? This is a huge bunker. Maybe we can lease off a part of it.
Great.
We don't have to sell the
Sure.
whole thing.
There's no such thing as deviance. There's only mastery.
This guy, you got an answer? Phil, you got an answer for everything.
That's like a Jedi thing right there. It's like the Yoda of fucking. That's
Talks
amazing.
and doesn't say anything. Would that be okay?
Yeah. What about renting it? Would you be okay with like leasing it for like a little while or something?
No.
Well, there you go.
What?
He wants to own it outright, I guess.
This is a long-term experiment that will involve many people and many moving parts, and any sort of outside disturbance of this, including the presence of men, would really ruin what we're going for.
Wait, so I can't even be here when you're experimenting?
You do not want to be here when I am experimenting.
What happens in this experiment,
said-
by the way? You've been
You said there can't be a.
it's
There can't
all
be men?
women.
There's
In
no
your
such
experiment?
thing as deviance. There's only mastery.
Right, you said that already.
Okay. Yeah. So what are the details of this experiment? It's just you and a bunch of women in a bunker. I don't like where this is going. I feel like you're entering some creepy Kimmy Schmidt territory here.
Yeah, I mean, what is the experiment exactly? It doesn't seem to. You're going to have a bunker with a bunch of your students in it?
You know what? That's an excellent question.
Do you have an answer?
Could you give us maybe some details about it? Anything?
I'm just saying that question is wonderful, and in the world, questioning everything is so important. It's important to find someone that can be a font of knowledge, and I'm happy to be here to do that for you.
But you're avoiding the question by complimenting my question.
It's just such a good question. I'd hate
It
to
is a
ruin
good
it.
question. So I guess it's obvious.
It's not that good of a question of just a
He said
regular
it was
question.
a great question. Just take the compliment. This is just like, I mean, you know what I mean, Professor. You try to give somebody a compliment, like say porn star Anna Lord, and she's like, stop screen capping all my videos, and it's just like incredibly frustrating. I'm getting a little sketched out by this because it's like it seems like you're doing something creepy with women in this bunker and not just like normal
Brian,
everyday guy
I
OnlyFans
feel like I
stuff.
identified you earlier as the alpha here, but you are beginning to be a bit of a beta, if you understand my meaning.
What? Don't say that. I'm a Chad.
You're
I'm a
not-
Chad, and I love Stacy.
Listen,
not a
Jack, trying to do the business, trying to do the right thing for science.
I do love science, but like I just feel like you're giving off a vibe and like the no lawyers and just women thing. It feels kind of
But it feels like
Weinstein-y. Like I feel like I want to
gonna-
call Ronan Farrow.
He's going to give us
I don't
he's
know
going to give
who
us
that
money for
is.
the bunker, Brian. What he does with it is none of our business.
I don't think that's an ethical way to. This is just like when you tried to get people in sweatshops to work on stuff for our bunker before.
That
I
is not
remember
that's
that.
not what I said. That's not the same thing at all. I'm saying
It's pretty much the same thing. It's
I'm
like
saying-
you don't care, out of sight, out of mind.
We have
but like,
one
what about
problem,
the poor? We have a
and it's-
responsibility to like. I mean, what if it was Carol down here in the experiment?
You know, gentlemen, I think that the reason that you should sell me this bunker aligns with the modern social movement that would support me in having this bunker called Me Too, in which everyone should be allowed to purchase a bunker.
I don't think that's what the movement was about.
Me Too, my friends. Please, Me Too.
Okay. So, but the
doesn't-
situation is, I don't care if you buy it. The bunker is fine. You can gladly buy it. But the situation is, you're going to invite your female students over here for sort of to be trapped with you. Is because you're the only male? Is that what you're?
Wait, are you inviting Carol to do this too? Is that what this is about?
Why would Carol? Here's not your student. Why would Carol invite you? Why
But
would
she
Carol be
was,
invited?
and he clearly admires her. He subscribes to her.
She's not a student anymore. You
I
guys,
think we
she's-
remain students for forever, but
She-
now I have a question of my own. What do you dislike about money?
what?
It's right there. It would never leave you
Prime.
to be in an experiment
right
in a
there.
bunker.
Wait, so are you saying
Wait.
Carol is gonna do it if she's still a student?
Carol would never do this.
Carol is
It's
considering
ridiculous. She doesn't like the
leadership
bunker to begin
role
with.
in the position. You know, we've not really nailed down anything here, but we could nail
Okay.
things down very quickly. I assure
That's-
you.
Well, no, because she's not a
Wait.
student. What does a leadership role mean?
So
Like
she's
the-
gonna be. what kind of pecking order is there in here? So she's gonna be like your second in command in this what sounds like, I don't mean to be rude, but it sounds a little bit
There
like
are
a sex
so many
cult.
technical specifics.
sounds a little
and you know
culty.
what? The C word is not necessary here, gentlemen. I have been doing important work my entire life, and I don't like hearing that word for as often as I've had to hear that word.
Oh my god.
Well, it just seems like when I think of cults, it's usually one guy trying to have sex with a bunch of women, and he's the only one who has sex with them. And also,
the
I
word
don't.
trying has no place in this, and I take such offense.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Okay.
Sexy
you
Yoda.
cannot. Okay, you gotta. Okay, you need to leave. You can't stay with us anymore.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, just relax. I mean, it's so,
I'm not relaxing. Carol. Why would Carol agree to this? That
I
doesn't
don't
make
think
any.
where I
what-
stay
that doesn't
is
make.
up to you.
Okay, well, it absolutely is because you're in my house, so it absolutely is.
Again, there are two people there, so there's sort of a 50-50 vote, and it feels like my presence would be a tiebreaker.
50-50. There's not. Why would your president? You're a guest. You don't get. You don't get a
Carol
vote.
is 50%
You don't
of
get
the
a vote.
household, man. You get him.
Brian.
In
What
the
is-
event of a tie, there must be a tiebreaker, and who else would do
Well,
it
I have
besides
two
the
kids.
third person?
Maybe I'll ask my two kids. Why would you get a vote? They
That's
get
right.
votes.
The kids.
They've tended to like me very much and seen me as what I think is a kind of a father figure.
I'm their father.
But they need a father figure. You know, they can be different things.
Yeah, it's true.
That's not a different thing. I'm their father. I'm their father figure.
They need a Chad to inspire them.
I mean, I've been a
have-
father to many people, more than I know, but I've been a father figure to even more, and that's sort of why I have also been a father to so many.
Okay.
That makes sense because it's like, why would you start an experiment unless you could be their daddy? It's
Can
all
you
they
just
Anyway, I'm
do.
just
answer-
saying that Carol
makes
is
sense, yeah.
excellent in leadership positions, and I think that she's strongly considering the potential of what we're doing down here and the results that could come from it.
What are the results? Can you
I
answer
don't
a
know,
single
maybe
question?
one generation, maybe two generations. Once we've really populated the space, I
Okay,
think
so
that
it
it'll
is.
be
It's
important.
about having sex. Oh boy.
They just want to populate it. He didn't say it wouldn't be with rabbits or. I think something was in that tea because I feel.
Did you
like
drug
the
him?
two
Did you
of
drug
me-
us?
You said it was a potato, and you were probably right.
I'm sorry. Did you? Is that yerba latte or is it drugs? Because he looks. He's like.
It might be
Brian, your
both.
pupils are
Be
fucking
respect-
huge, dude.
Can you see inside me?
No, but I can
windows-
see.
If you're confused about it, you should
You
have
should
more
have drink
to
any
more of
double
the
check.
tea.
I can't stress this.
He didn't
highly
drink
enough.
any of it, Brian.
He didn't drink. You barely had any. Have some more. It's good.
I'm not going to drink anymore. Okay. Okay.
I am the sheep.
Okay. Professor.
I'm going to go get the checkbook,
Okay,
and
great.
I think we will solve this
Okay.
with money.
No.
I will be right back. It's been so nice that both of
You're
you
not
have
listening.
agreed to sell. You both agreed to sell. You agreed to sell to me. Sell it to me. Sell it to me.
Sell it.
I appreciate
Sell
that.
it.
Thank you. I'll be
He says
right
the sell.
back.
He doesn't listen, Brian. He doesn't listen. He hears questions and they
How-
go, what
how
is
do
Carol
you not-
doing? What is Carol doing right now? That doesn't make any
That's not
sense.
important. It's only fans, only family here. You know, I see 100 of the rat right now, and I see you as the rat, and what I see is I must hurt you.
Okay, well that's insane, Brian. Why don't you sit down? I'm going to put you down. Just sit down. Take a seat.
Shouldn't you feel this? You had some. Why not?
My
you
tolerance
feel
is.
this?
I had a sip. I had a sip.
You did drugs in high school. That's right.
Yeah, I'm used to drugs. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling anything.
So we're gonna sell it or no? Where's that guy?
He's getting his
was he
checkbook.
here?
He's getting his
He
checkbook.
was here earlier though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He won't. He's gonna not leave until we sell it to him. So we should probably just go lock the door.
Okay. All right. You go. Let's go do that.
You got to stand up, Ryan.
All right. I'm not. Oh,
You're not standing.
okay. Here we go. Oh, I'm back down. Okay. And
Yeah.
we're gonna go.
I'm gonna go close the door.
I follow.
You follow. is closed. Okay. There.
Fuck! Do you know how many doors I just had to close?
Just one. Just the one door.
Oh, I fucking understand The Last Jedi now, man. I get it.
Oh, jeez. You are.
Friends, hello.
Hey, sorry, Phil. He closed the door.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're not gonna get
I can't
this
hear
shit.
you, but I assume that you're still in there.
We're not gonna get it.
He doesn't want to sell the bunker.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Oh, this is not good for my diphtheria. I'll tell you that much.
He's trying to. He wants back in.
Yeah.
Try and get him, let him in.
I think we gotta end things here for this segment. Thank you, very good. I'm not loving it. All right, I'm putting the recording back on.
Brian, we don't need to.
I'm Brian Bunkers, and this is
You're Brian
fucking-
Gobbins. Hold on, Brian. Can
I'm
you?
Brian Gobbins.
Brian, I'm on the phone. Okay.
Brian. Okay.
Carol. Yeah. What? Yeah, the professor was here. No, he loves the place. What is
I
this?
have
He wants you to be a
diphtheria.
leader. A leader in your. I don't think you should. I don't. What do you mean? Find yourself. Carol, no, he can't stay with. He's being weird. It's a weird sex cult thing. There's no way we. No, he
I
doesn't.
put my
He's
full
a-
mouth around the microphone.
Carol,
and
I
it
swear,
did-
I swear, he
it
can't
tasted
stay
like
with
that
us.
professor.
He's not. Hello? She hung up on me. She hung up on me.
Wait, what's going on? Why are you guys always fighting, man? I feel like
We're
there's a
fighting.
problem
She's because of
in
the
your
sex.
marriage.
Brian, I know you're tripping balls right now, but you got
Yes.
it. You got. She's. I gotta go. I'm sorry. Enjoy your podcast.
What happened, man? Talk to me, man.
I don't know. She says it's. I gotta get home. I'm sorry.
So wait, Carol is actually doing this experiment thing?
She's talking about Brian. Sorry. I gotta go. Bye.
All right. So this is Brunkers Others, and we have I'm the only one here. I'm gonna get naked.
2, 3, 4.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Thank you for listening to Bunker Brothers. I'm Matt Shore. I played Brian. That was Mike Kolar as Jack. Special thanks to our special guest, Brock Wilbur, as Carol's professor. Please subscribe to the podcast on Apple or Spotify and leave us a rave review. We're on Twitter at brothers_bunker and on YouTube and Facebook as well. Stay safe, happy, and healthy out there. Bug in, bug out. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for listening.